Would you like to have a seven-figure email list? In this video, I'm going to teach you my seven-figure list building secrets from my new book called The Seven-Figure Machine, and it's available now. And I'm going to teach you exactly what I did to create a seven-figure email list and how you can install what I'm teaching you so you can duplicate my success and my client's success. I am Dr. Noah St. John, author of 25 books, as you can see back here, including my new book, The Seven-Figure Machine. All right, so let's get right to it. Now, I'm going to show my screen here so that you can see what we're talking about. And boom, there it is. All right, so this is my new book called The Seven-Figure Machine, Your Ultimate Roadmap to Endless Earnings and Financial Freedom. Here it is right here. And you can go to sevenfiguremachinebook.com and get over $700 of bonuses when you order this book. You just have to put in your information right there. All right, now in my previous videos in this series, we started with my seven-figure offer secrets. That's chapter 1. Then I taught you my seven-figure product secrets, chapter 2. Then chapter 3, I gave you my seven-figure cash machine secrets. I taught you my hub and spoke method from the Seven-Figure Machine book. Now, today, chapter 4 is all about my seven-figure list building secrets. Now, what is the point of this and why is it so important to you? Well, the first point is it's much cheaper, faster, and easier to sell something to someone who knows, likes, and trusts you than to someone who doesn't. No duh, right? That makes perfect sense. If somebody doesn't know, like, or trust you, why would they buy from you? Answer, they won't. So the point is, this goes to the purpose of why you need to have an email list. It goes back to the whole idea of renting versus owning. Now, let me tell you a quick story. Now, when I grew up poor in a rich neighborhood. And that is a cliche, I know, but it's true. I grew up in this little town called Kennebunkport, Maine. Now, when I was 15 years old, my parents had the bank foreclose on our house that we grew up in. So we had to move out of that house. And it was very traumatic, as you can imagine. And if you've ever experienced something like that, if you've ever had something like that happen to you or a family member or a friend, you know that something like that, having the bank foreclose on you, very traumatic, right? So what happened was, we only had whatever it was, 3 months, a month, I don't know, but whatever it was, a short amount of time, we had to move out because the bank was foreclosing. So my parents found actually a home to rent. There were 5 of us, right? I have an older brother, younger sister, so 5, 3 kids, growing family. We got to live somewhere, right? And so my parents found this, actually, it was a really nice house to rent. So we moved from the house that I grew up in, moved to another house that we were renting, and which was actually like a 2-minute walk from my high school. I was going to high school at the time. And I remember this house was a nice house. So we were there. We just moved in, still getting settled, still a lot of unsettlement, as you can imagine, going through that process. So I wake up one morning, I'm getting ready to go to school, go downstairs, go to the kitchen, and I see my mother is there at the kitchen sink and she's crying. And I said, "What's wrong, Mom?" And she says, "The landlord, the person who owns this house, has decided to sell the house and we can't afford to buy this house, so we got to move again." So we had just gone through the whole traumatic experience of getting kicked out of our house by the bank due to foreclosure, moved to this house. We were only there for a short amount of time, just a matter of a few months. And then we got kicked out again. So we had to go find another house. And then my parents ended up finding this other house, which was nowhere near as good, nowhere near as nice. And again, more upset, more trauma. Now, what is the point of this story and what does this mean for you? Well, now I'm talking about, and I share that story with you so you can understand the difference between renting and owning. Now, when you rent a home or an apartment or whatever it might be, that is the exact thing that can happen to you too. They can kick you out, right? The landlord, whoever owns that property, can decide, you know what, we don't want you here anymore, and you got to leave. And now when you rent a home, that's what can happen. But when you own a home, it's very different, right? Now, of course, if you still have a mortgage, then, the bank can foreclose on you. We don't want that to happen, of course. But hopefully, eventually you pay off your mortgage and now you own your home and now no one can kick you out. It is yours. So for example, for this home that I live in now, it's a 6,000 square foot mansion on a hill. I was able to pay off the mortgage 27 years early because of exactly what I'm teaching you in this book. So what does all of that mean for you? It's the difference between renting and owning. Now, how does that apply to business? Very simple. Let's say you are listening to all those gurus out there that talk about, you don't need a website. You don't, email is dead. You don't need any of that stuff. Just build on social media. Fine. Nothing wrong with social media. I use it every day. I'm a proponent of it. But what if they decide to kick you out? You don't own Facebook. You don't own Instagram. You don't own YouTube. You don't own Pinterest, TikTok, whatever it might be. You don't own those platforms. You're a renter. So guess what? They can kick you out anytime they want. And I'm sure you've heard stories of business colleagues, other people, entrepreneurs who, build all of this maybe big following on social media. And then one day Facebook decides, you know what? We don't like you anymore. Boom, you're out. And of course, you really have no recourse here to these big monolithic companies. So that is the problem there. Again, I'm not suggesting or saying you shouldn't do social media. That's not the point of the story. The point of the story is you need to own your own asset. And that is why you need to have your own email list. All right. So that's why in chapter 4, I give you my 7-figure list building secrets, including my campaign profit blueprint, which is a 7-phase email series that you want to install so you can duplicate my success and my other client success. All right. So I walk you through the 7 phases of my campaign profit blueprint. And then if you want to get my fill in the blank template, so you don't have to start from scratch, you can actually also join my 7-figure machine digital course, right? So if you go to 7figuremachine.com, that's my 7-figure machine digital course where I literally hand you all of these templates so that you can just install them, duplicate them, and apply them to your situation, whether you're selling B2B, B2C, whether you're selling coaching, consulting, speaking, whether you're selling relationship advice, dating advice, marriage advice, health and wellness, real estate, whatever it might be. All of that is available for you at 7figuremachine.com. All right. So remember, the book is called 7-Figure Machine. So you go to 7figuremachinebook.com to get the book and all the bonuses. If you want to get the online course, you go to 7figuremachine.com. Very simple. Now, by the way, if you want to have my help with this, if you want my personal help with this, just very simply go to breakthroughwithnoah.com and I will help you with this. All right. So I will get on the phone with you, either me or one of my coaches. We'll get on a 15-minute Zoom and we'll just show you exactly how to install this for your business so that you can duplicate my success and my client success. So if you want to put an end to a lack of clarity and focus, you can see it right here. If you want to put an end to self-doubt and imposter syndrome, if you want to put an end to 80-hour work weeks, many of you I know are working really, really hard and you're not getting to where you want to go. You're not reaching your goals faster. If you want to put an end to burnout and stress, this is where you go. Put an end to marketing guesswork and everything like that. Anyway, all you do is go to breakthroughwithnoah.com. If you want to put an end to low conversion rates, watch the video there and just hit that button that says book your breakthrough call now. Just select a time, boom, right there. Let's say it's there. And you just fill in your name and your information, answer a few questions, and boom, there you go. All right. So that is all you need to do to have me help you to install this in your business, right? It's a 15-minute call. Either me or one of my coaches will get on a Zoom with you. 15 minutes literally could change your life. And it has for many of my clients. You can actually see the stories here, just a few examples. Oh, by the way, this is the old way and the new way. I'm showing you exactly how this will work. You can see the stories of just a tiny fraction of the people that I have helped and the people who endorse me. So there you go. It's that simple. And that's all you need to do is go here to breakthroughwithnoah.com. All right. So that is my 7-figure email list and list building secrets. All right. So make sure you get the book at 7-Figure Machine Book, get all those bonuses that I'm giving you. And by the way, make sure you leave a review on Amazon if you enjoy the book. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you leave them right here below this video. Any questions for me about how to install your 7-figure machine in your business so that you can have all of this and put an end to tech overwhelm and missed deadlines and procrastination and stress and 80-hour work weeks and poor work-life balance. Put an end to all of that. Put all of that in the past. That's all you have to do is go right here. All right. So for everyone here at successclinic.com, I'm Dr. Noah St. John, reminding you to keep performing, and I look forward to being a part of your success story. All right. We'll see you next time, everybody. Bye-bye for now.